Hello, welcome to Ennara Reacts. Today I'm going to be watching a movie called The Tomorrow War, which seems like it is involving time travel and a war and aliens and has Chris Pratt in it. So he has to go to the future to save the world or something. So at least that's what the blurb said. We shall see how it goes. Just falling out of the sky? Does he have a parachute? Ooh. At least he hit water. Still. Ow. Well, that doesn't look like it's good. 20 years earlier. Okay.
Thank you.
Packed party.
I'm gonna punch you in your unfortunately very handsome face.
I'm in the final round.
Yeehaw. Is that for a sports team? I remember seeing that reference in It's a Wonderful Life. The characters did that hee-haw thing.
No one's eating my tuna, Santa.
When I come back, I'm gonna have a new job, and I'm gonna eat all of your tuna, Santa.
Tuna Santa? That sounds disgusting.
Yes, sir.
Anything you're missing is private sector experience, which we have to say it's an important part of what we're looking for.
Guys.
That's why we had to make a tough.
He didn't get it. Oh,
Sorry.
that's unfortunate.
You know who Selma Waxman is? He discovered the vaccine for tuberculosis. You know where he found it? In the dirt with worms and poop.
Lovely.
I want to be the best.
Anything in particular?
Like you were at.
I will do, you have to think this, what nobody else is willing to do. I am meant to do something special with my life.
Everything's gonna be okay, Dad.
Sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to.
Although I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be me telling you that.
Kinda. Oh. The heck? Interference on the field? Why are they all coming out like armed to the teeth?
We are you. 30 years in the future.
Seems quite a leap for only 30 years.
In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. We need you to fight.
How exactly would that work? If you take basically your ancestors out there, if they died, doesn't the whole line that would have come from them immediately disappear too?
The first 1,000 soldiers are headed 28 years into the future.
Only a handful of troops survived. Civilians were needed to support the war effort. The world's leaders agreed to institute the first worldwide draft.
What qualifies the jump?
And with a draftee survival rate of less than 20%, many people are asking, is it worth it?
And where did they get this jump technology anyways? I mean, only 30 years in the future? That's not that far for that kind of leap in technology.
Maybe you need a physical challenge. How about you try to squeeze me as hard as you can? No, not harder. Not that hard.
It's so captivating.
They don't care at all.
What gets you excited? Anybody? What do you want to talk about? Anyone?
Guy's got his hand raised. Why are you not looking?
Anyone? Anyone in the class besides Martin?
Why besides?
Class, what does Martin want to talk about?
Volcanoes are nature's fury, guys.
Yes, which you demonstrated graphically at the last science fair.
What's the point?
Yeah, we've seen the new number projection. We lose.
They're taking thousands of people every week.
If there's one thing that the world needs right now, it's scientists.
But they can't really take all the adults or whatever. I mean, people still gotta work, eat, pay bills, etc.
Daniel Forrester Jr.
Yes. Wait, what is this for?
It was just a test.
Seems excessive. What exactly are they testing for?
Oh, was it a driving test?
Are these future people?
If you are to die in action, your dependents will receive a pre-tax payment of $1 million.
What is this test? What are you testing?
If so, everybody that dies gets $1 million. How do they support that?
You've been elevated to active 2 status. You meet all requirements for conscription. It says at 11:23 Eastern Time, October 13th, 2030, you'll be pronounced dead.
It says that I die in 7 years? Get your hand out of my face, I'm gonna bite your finger off.
That's a lot of information to process. What the heck are they doing? What is that? What the heck? What the heck is that?
This device facilitates jump band, allows us to track you anywhere on Earth.
Any attempt to evade the draft or tamper with the device will result in your imprisonment or your spouse or dependent of legal age taking your place.
Great. That's messed up, man.
Thank you for your service. Again.
Yeah. Again, great.
Anyone?
Are these people that made it back?
That's when you realize they're never gonna stop. Not until we're all dead.
Just found out he'd been drafted.
30% of draftees return.
I mean, I can see why you don't work in the recruiting department.
We're gonna run.
They track you.
I don't know how to run from the government.
You know someone who does.
I'm not asking him for a goddamn thing.
That thing has a tracking in it. They said so.
Oh!
The thing's literally embedded into his arm.
What, are you gonna shoot me?
I didn't recognize you. I mean, grow a beard or don't. You got a new accessory, huh?
You too. Desert Eagle 50 cal. I wish you wouldn't drink while you do that.
I wish Stevie Nicks would show up in her birthday suit with a jar of pickles and a bottle of baby oil.
That seems oddly specific.
So what made you come to me? Get a good Yelp review?
Yeah, I'm sure that's how you can afford a Jeep. That Desert Eagle high roller.
The heck? Thought I was wearing a wire.
Are you checking to see if I'm wearing a wire?
You think I'm gonna get out of the draft if I give the government you?
Who is he to him?
Did you catch that, guys? Send in Stevie Nicks.
You never wanted my help a day in your life.
What did you just say to me?
Is it his dad?
All we wanted from you was a little bit of help.
It's gotta be his dad.
When I got back from Nam, I was in a very dark place. I couldn't find a way out. I couldn't get away from my anger. I couldn't control myself.
Need time to transition back into civilian life.
It would have been worse for you and your mom if I'd have stayed.
You don't get a second chance.
So did he disable the thing or not?
7 days, I'll survive. I'm a pretty tough guy.
You're tough, the man who cries through every cold.
7 days? The term is 7 days? That doesn't really seem like a long time. It's 1 week. And yet only 30% come back? Wow.
You gotta give it the weight. Then you gotta use
Leverage.
leverage, bitch. Oh,
You did that.
That's supposed to be buried deeper than that.
That's supposed to be a sprinkler line?
$10 if you tell your mom that you cut that cable, not me.
What's a cable?
20.
I don't think the 20 bucks is gonna help you drop the news that you gotta take off.
I gotta go on a trip.
You got drafted.
Yep.
Yeah. I want you to know something. I will be back.
Can't really make guarantee like that. Especially since they said only 30% of them do come back.
Whatever your background, you are now heroes.
A lot of these people were civilians, though. Do they get training? When they're only there for less than like a week?
Your tour of duty will be 7 days. At the end of your tour, if the jump band attached to your arm determines that you are still clinically alive, you will automatically be jumped back. No obstacle courses.
Oh, I was kind of looking forward to that.
Really?
See, I don't get the criteria for like what goes and what stays. Like they took my shorts, they left the jacket, which is kind of like fashion over function.
You can braid each other's hair later. All right, stop talking. Listen.
Totally. Sorry, I mean, when I'm nervous, I don't know. I'm like on a scale of
Can't stop.
97 on the nervous. You look like a murderer. Well, I mean, you do. I missed all of that. His name's Dorian. He's one of the sole survivors of the first jump to Russia. Now, this is his third tour.
So they could get redrafted?
He's flipping us off.
I think she's flipping you off.
She? Oh, that's my bad.
What'd you do before all this?
Director of R&D at Wallace Technology. We're the fastest growing geothermal energy company in the U.S. Or at least most of us, over 40. And in order for the time jump to occur, we have to be dead in the time we're jumping to.
Interesting.
That's why the people training us are so young. They haven't been born yet.
Trippy.
You'll be joining your counterparts in 2051 at a fortified research facility.
Excuse me, why don't we just jump back to earlier in the war?
Time only flows in one direction. Now we can jump back and forth between them, but both rafts will always keep moving forward.
If we weren't in an extinction level event, we'd still be jumping lab rats.
That's comforting.
Okay, but why don't we have pictures?
The public saw what they'd face. It'd be impossible to fill that hangar.
Okay, cool. Next time someone asks that, you should probably just lie.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not like they got a choice to go anyways, so you might as well show them what they're up against. At least once they've been drafted, right?
Homes.com is the best.com.
I was gonna sleep in late, but then I got high. Ooh, I was gonna let that heal, but then I got high. Baby, but then I got high. Yeah, but then I got high.
And there's the halftime whistle. But can they cook up a win in 15 minutes?
And that's really weird. You only qualify for jumping if you're dead in the time period you're trying to jump to. So literally everybody there knows that they will be dead in less than the 30 years for some reason.
All this stuff, you couldn't put one thing of floss in here?
I don't think dental floss is a high concern for a week when you might end up dead.
But you survived jellyfish season, so you can survive this.
You know, actually, I didn't. My wife got this for me as a joke because I got stung so many times. I hate the beach. My wife, of course, she loves it. She got sent out in the first wave.
He lost his wife already. Guessing they didn't have any kids, otherwise they'd leave it an orphan.
These guys are very green.
They're all very green. Do you even know what kind of terrain you're gonna end up on?
Be prepared for a drop! 5 to 10 feet!
Okay, from the intro, that looked like way more than 5 to 10 feet. I mean, they were literally falling out of the sky and were lucky to get landed into a pool.
Take that. Just flip it around like that.
How do you know how to do all this stuff, man? Long story.
He was in the military.
Were you ex-military?
Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
Yeah, really, just short explanation.
Miami Beach! Of course it had to be a beach.
One.
Yeah, that doesn't look comfortable at all.
Lieutenant, something's wrong with the output coordinates. Should we abort?
Yeah, that is way more than 10 feet, man. You're falling like hail from the sky. Oh! All those... Oh! Oh, good lord. Ooh, that was close. Oof. Get up before you drown. A shit ton of the troops you just sent died on impact. Literally. Hopefully the guns still work after the dunking. Yeah, that looks like an apocalypse.
Well, could have done without seeing that.
What was that?
Well, if you think this is bad, you don't want to see what happens next.
Which is what? What do they eat them? I couldn't see what that was exactly.
Identify yourself.
I'm Dan Forrester.
Stop them, so we're gonna have to clean.
Seen her in something.
Eradicate every living thing till there is nothing left. Lab now.
Isn't that Sarah, the female spy from the Chuck TV series?
What's your name?
Nora.
Nora? What's your name? Nora.
What are those spiky things?
No alien.
Copy that. Let's move. Is there anyone left here alive?
Only the research team, I hope.
There's some weird noises going on.
You were wasting your time training them to be soldiers.
Just trying to keep them alive, man.
Try to save your friends, you're gonna get eaten. We're to not eat.
Did he just say they'd eat us?
Yes.
They did eat them. Lovely. More of those spiky things embedded into the wall.
No, the white spikes can smell blood from a mile away, so be careful.
There's blood all over the place. That looks like one of the aliens. That's definitely not human.
What is he doing?
Cutting the claw off. That's obvious.
Just taking souvenirs.
Excuse me. You can't take that with you.
Why not? It's dead.
This guy shushes me.
You gotta see this.
Man, we found your team.
That's not good. Why are they all hung up like that?
Dan, if they left bodies behind, they're gonna come back.
Oh no. I see something. Guys, something's watching us.
We're gonna start the bomb.
I hope whatever they're collecting is worth it.
Toward the 7th floor, you understand?
Why are you taking him out of the holder, though? Wasn't that holding him stable? Seemed like the box was big enough to fit him in with the holder.
You need to move fast.
Man, we need a direction.
Why don't they all have backpacks? Are these white spike things technologically advanced or just very high biological predators? Well, they had to have some technology, otherwise how would they got here in the first place? Something above? Yeah. They have tentacles? Oh, they ugly. Very ugly. Ooh. They shoot the spiky things out of their mouths? They're like some kind of bug. Need a really big can of Raid. Okay, your bullets don't seem to be terribly effective. They're like body armor. Need bigger bullets. I agree. Shit. That pretty much sums it up. That's a whole lot of oh shit. Good lord. Oh crap. You missed. Oh.
Next or the bellies.
The aliens don't seem to use any technology weapons, and they run like pack animals.
And we're going right.
Stay away from areas with red smoke.
A little late for that. Oh crap. Oh my god. I thought he was out of bullets. Somebody got some, like, napalm?
Dan, get the hell out of there right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Easier said than done, lady. Ew. Some flamethrowers or something?
We're working on it.
Oh crap.
We can't leave him.
Oh, shit. Well, at least if they died in the explosion, it was quick versus the eating, right? Better, sort of. Well, that guy survived, so his backpack should have made it with the samples they went for.
Where the hell are we? Oh, we're not in Miami anymore, that's for sure.
Doesn't look like it. Dominican Republic?
Where's everybody?
You're it.
What do you think? We're here to save people. That's what we're here to do.
But you didn't, did you? It's not a souvenir. It's a reminder.
What?
The horror?
I'll be dead in 6 months. Cancer.
Take out as many of them with you before you go, I guess.
And I'm gonna die the way I want to. Rather die here than a slow death back home.
You two, you're gonna be redeployed.
Nope.
Not like you got a choice.
Okay, I can survive this.
No, you can't.
Well, don't laugh. Somebody says they're gonna survive something.
That was a little rude.
Thank you for recovering the ampules.
Hope it was worth it.
Colonel Forrester, First Sergeant Dan Forrester, Special Forces.
Are they related? Is that his daughter? Is that his daughter?
Where are you people from?
Same place that you're from.
Oh, boy.
You're my Mary Forrester.
I'm Mary Forrester.
That's a trip.
You got,
Old?
no, you look great.
Yeah. That's a head trip.
I didn't know if you were alive.
Don't.
Kind of weird.
Let's take a walk.
I mean, I know it's war and all, but you'd think you'd be a little excited, happy about seeing your dad again.
Colonel Forrester, gonna take me a minute to get used to that one. I always figured you would have went into science.
I did. Yeah, I have a PhD in biotechnology with an emphasis in genomics and immunology.
Well, I hope I was proud of you. I am. I'm proud of you.
He wasn't there, was he? They told him he died in 7 years or something.
Within the next few weeks, the human species will disappear from the face of the earth. Sentimental.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you need to know.
Evasive.
Do you want to see something really dangerous?
I feel like literally that's all I've been doing since I got here, but okay.
Yeah, sure. So, where'd they come from?
The toxin kills the males just...
So the females survived the toxin.
I mean, if you can kill all the males, they can't reproduce anymore.
Biology is the key to their extinction. It's kind of our last hope.
But they don't seem technologically advanced. How did they get here?
No, one day they were just here.
They just poof, showed up.
They were stealthy. They are food. And they are hungry.
Ew.
Yeah, last time I saw you was the day that you died. What happened? Like, how did you die?
Yeah.
What happened before I died?
I think the less that we say to each other, the better.
Why? What difference is it going to make at this point? I mean, if there's something you can do to prevent the dying or whatever in the 7 years' time, wouldn't it just be that much better? That's a lot of bones. I think he might just be pissing her off. Mortars, grenades, something. Something not good about that. Ooh. She pissed. Holy crap.
You're staying in the helo. You're up.
Why would he stay there and her go down? Shouldn't that be the other way around? It's what he's there for. To fight. Well, it doesn't like fire, at least. Too slow. Ugh. Do something.
Get ready. I'm about to piss her off.
Yeah, that did it. Oh, lordy. They're coming to save their female.
Stay in the helo.
That's his daughter. That ain't happening. Put a muzzle on that thing. Oh, make it shoot itself. Get the other side. Oh, she pissed. Uh-oh. Ooh, that worked. Sort of. Maybe they need more spinny blade weapons. Bigger gun. Hope you don't run out of ammo.
You put yourself in danger.
I made a judgment call.
Yeah, you could have screwed up my mission.
Well, he didn't. He saved your butt.
I need you to stay alive.
What do you need him to stay alive for?
I wasn't gonna sit in a helo and listen to my daughter get eaten.
You know he dies in a certain time anyway.
You know, I used to want to be like you.
Used to?
And then, what? What happened?
You left us.
Bullshit.
That nearly killed Mom, you know.
That doesn't seem likely. He was pissed off about his dad doing that.
And then when I was 14, you divorced.
You never seemed happy with your life.
You were in a car accident.
Car accident could be avoidable.
I heard your last heartbeat on the monitor.
Traumatizing.
I wanted you to hear me. I wanted you to fix it and save our family. I didn't want you to walk away.
What the heck happened? He hated that his dad did that. Why would he have done that? But if you know it's a car accident at a certain time, day or year or whatever, you could possibly try to avoid it to live longer. Guessing maybe they don't swim? Thing asleep? You sedated enough?
How are you holding up?
Oh,
Great. Peachy.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Want to give me a hand?
Yeah. She stinks.
Yeah, she's secreting something like sweat.
Well, they did put a muzzle on it, so that's good.
Gave her 180 milligrams of hydromorphone.
Per day?
Every hour.
That's a lot. Right?
Toxin still affects them, but for some reason her body is much better at detoxifying it.
I scrounged up some dinner. 2 options. Veggie lasagna and veggie lasagna.
At least it's something.
It's gonna run 1,000 tests.
This is gonna work.
Bond.
Better.
56%.
Getting better. Time for her sedation again.
To figure out this toxin, do you have a way of deploying it?
Well, I have a solution. You know, it's not really worth talking about it until I know that this thing works for sure.
I'm leery of this solution.
I want to help.
It's kind of a one-person job anyway.
Can the toxin be released as a gas, or do they have to be ingested?
Stubborn, but
She calls it persistent.
Tomato.
how's it going?
Discovered roughly 10,000 ways to not achieve sufficient potency.
68's pretty good.
You don't have to do this on your own.
68 wouldn't be enough?
Tell me how I'm going to help you.
If this toxin works, I need you to take it back. You have the resources and the ability to mass produce it in your time. Can stop this war from ever happening.
You're asking me to save my future, but then what? You here to die?
It would have never happened.
I know what I'm asking you to do.
Temporal hocus pocus. She wouldn't have existed in that reality where you stopped the war before it happened.
I'm asking you to do what no one else is willing to do.
And you and me, we're going to save this world.
100% bond.
Yay! That's the one.
Fight for 7.
I think the alien's overdue for its tranking. Oh crap.
Oh, shit!
They do swim.
They're coming for her.
Oh, crap. They didn't seem like they would be good swimmers.
You have got to make it back.
Did you... I thought she had the vial. Did she give it to him already?
Positions. We have got to...
This is not good.
This toxin has got to go back on the next jump.
You need to get a move on. You need to get to that helicopter. Helicopter put down a rope ladder he can jump onto or something. That's a lot of frickin' aliens. Oh crap. You gotta go, man. You gotta take that poison, that toxin.
I'm okay.
She is not okay, but you gotta go anyway. 3 minutes is forever in that circumstance. Oh crap. If the jump thing goes down, he won't jump at all.
I shouldn't have said them. I was angry. And I didn't mean to hurt you.
It's okay.
Get the toxin back and it'll have never happened.
You have to take this.
No.
Yes. You have to go. To save everybody. She'll still be alive if it works, right? Oh crap. Oh shit. You'll see her again. Don't do that! Ugh. Oof. Ugh. Rough landing. You're lucky that vial didn't break in that landing. Jeez.
The green vial, where is it?
It's in your hand. We tried to get it from you, but you wouldn't let us. The jump link just went offline. We can't send anything back. It's over.
You make the toxins so that when they show up, because they haven't shown up yet, then you exterminate them, and that future will have never happened. That's a shock to the system going from that place to back to normal.
I made this for you. I made it the second that you left because I just knew you were gonna come home.
You still gotta do something to talk to somebody to get that toxin mass produced going, right?
You saw Miri?
Yeah.
Growing up.
Literally physically saw our daughter?
Just gonna save the world.
You still gotta save the world.
Now I've got a solution and no way to use it.
It's a toxin. What do you mean, no way to use it?
But there were no ships. There was no satellite footage of any rockets, nothing. They searched everything. They couldn't find
They had
it.
to have gotten here somehow.
Exactly. How?
Because they attacked in 2048 doesn't mean that's when they got here. What if they got here in 47 or 46? I mean, it's the middle of nowhere, Russia.
We wouldn't have found their ship.
Because we're looking at the wrong year.
Holy shit.
Who are you going to tell them came up with it? I think it was your wife.
Yeah, she did.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening.
It's too late for heroes, Forrester.
He's got the toxin, though.
I was trying to save my daughter.
A kind of selfish dick doesn't help a guy save his kid, right?
There you go.
You still got that claw?
It's volcanic ash. Oh, you want me to explain the chemical makeup of the host sediment?
Fuck no.
You know any volcano experts?
Yes, actually.
I would have killed for a moment like this in high school.
Would a creature who's only ever stepped foot in northern Russia get volcanic ash from China or Korea under its claws?
It would have to be from the Millennium Eruption. Erupted in 946 AD. Today you can still find that ash buried in ice.
I love this kid.
They didn't dig down, they dug up.
That's why there's no sign of impact. They've been here the whole time.
Okay.
Why wait 1,000 years to dig out?
Yeah.
There it is.
They didn't wait it out. They thawed out.
They survived being frozen?
You're not going to Russia. Have any proof?
We have to go there to get the proof.
We've got the claw, you've got the evidence from the volcano thing.
And kill them all? We prevent this from ever happening.
You want me to use taxpayer money to fund a special covert mission led by a biology teacher.
Well, also the head of R&D for a tech company.
Look, guys, we'll be lucky if we don't kill each other off long before the aliens get here.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but people just hate spending money on research. I mean, we need a plane and a pilot willing to commit an international felony, whatever that's called. There's no way we can get there.
Hi, Dad. His dad.
There may be a way.
So how's the future?
Not too bright.
I need a plane and a pilot in order to find an alien spaceship.
Wow, you know, they say kids never come by unless they need something.
I need your help.
I'll get my coat.
Russia, you're definitely gonna need a coat.
Coming.
Yeah. We made as much of the toxin as we could.
So you have a general idea of where and when. How do you disperse the toxin, though? Because they're still frozen in ice at this time, right?
My man brought the whole arsenal.
It's not loaded. It's a pressurized cabin. Why would I load it in the cabin? The bullet goes in thing and everybody's sucked out.
Stop waving it around, maybe.
Dropping to 1,000 feet.
Might as well be looking for an ice cube.
There's a lot of fissures.
Approaching the northwestern quadrant.
Something funky with the electronics.
Your gauge is acting up?
Does that mean that the spot? Some kind of magnetic or electronic interference?
Feel that?
Yes, like something electric.
Like a spaceship?
I think we found your ice cube.
Is that it?
Nope, that's it. I want to back up. That pulsing sound. Is that supposed to be from the ship or just the ambient music going on? And there's the ship. Hopefully somebody's taken some video with their camera or something for evidence.
Okay, well, at least we have proof. We could leave right now.
Go tell the UN and they can talk about it till we're all dead.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to agree with Conspiracy Santa.
Conspiracy Santa.
Maybe we get the world governments involved, it could turn into a nightmare.
He was Santa, though, in the Red One or something, right?
Second chances are really hard to come by. If we don't come out and something else does, it cannot leave this cave. You understand?
They've already changed the timetable, I imagine, because even if you just left it the way it is, you blew up the way to get down there, so they could probably come out faster than the 30 years if you just had left them the way they were. So you definitely want to take care of them as soon as possible.
Looks like we found our cockpit.
Those aren't white spikes.
They look different.
They most certainly are not. They didn't want to land here. This is a crash site.
So their intent was not to come here, and the aliens flying the ship weren't the white spikes that are the problem. Those look like the white spike problems. Some kind of stasis?
The white spikes. They're cargo.
Planet-clearing weapons?
Hopefully that doesn't wake them up. Better get the rest of them. Oh, that's nasty. Ew, gross. Better get those ones. So I said you should have got all of them.
Take the corner.
You woke them up. You gotta get them. Oh, crap. Oh, shit.
Charlie James, we got white spikes on the move!
Go! We'll get the ones in the ship.
Save your daughter.
He did say he only had 6 months left anyway.
Whoops.
Don't got time for oops.
Charlie! Charlie, I need you!
Pull your head out your ass, man. Oh. Jesus. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. What the heck happened to his gun, though? Oh, crap. There's a whole shit ton of them in there.
Down here! We gotta blow the ship!
Will blowing this ship kill them all? Good boy.
I got one!
Sliced it up like Julia Child. Big one. Red belly.
Oh, God.
That's the female.
The female would still need at least one male left to reproduce, though, right? I mean, unless she was stored on the ship already pregnant.
I found something.
Shoot it. Shoot it. Look out. Was that a snowman? Oh.
Surprise, dumbass.
Oh. Got any of that toxin? You should have put them in some bullets. I don't think a little fall's gonna kill it.
Back to back.
Stuck her? I mean, they both shot her.
She ain't down.
Those things take a hell of a beating.
You stuck her though, you got her, Dad.
Oh, crap. Oh. Oh, shit. Hit it with those spike. Ooh, ice hammer. Lower. Ow. Is that the toxin? That must be the toxin. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. It's still got to be in its system, though, right? Is it blind? Looks blind. Oh, no.
Everything.
What? Oh, no. Oh, crap. Die already! Good lord. With one of their own claws? Okay. More toxin. Get it in the head this time. Oh. Die, bitch. Ew. That's seriously gross. Splat.
Did you tell it to die?
Yeah.
That worked. Why didn't you tell it sooner?
How'd he get there?
Let's just take a little break.
Any kind of monetary compensation for having saved the entire world from ending? They could just be retired. You know?
As soon as I heard that the white spikes might already be here, my actions were swift and decisive.
Bullpucky.
Soldiers under my sole command eliminated the future A.
You liar.
You know what? I'd do it again.
It had nothing to do with it. They did it despite you, jackass.
Chickpea, I'd like you to meet your grandpa.
She doesn't lose her dad, and she gains a grandpa. Bonus.
I'm never gonna leave her.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. And at least that explains why the White Claws were there, because it just didn't make sense. They themselves, or White Spikes, it didn't make sense how they got to be here, because they themselves were not technologically advanced at all. They just seemed like some kind of pack mentality, basic predator. So, okay, they were crashed here. They were cargo brought here on a ship belonging to another yet alien species. Why you would want to transport things like that is beyond me. I mean, they had a whole shit ton of them. The only thing I could think of is they were used as weapons, like they had theorized, or world clearing, whatever, if somebody was going to take over a planet, I guess. But dang. Well, it's a good thing they stopped that crap before it even started, because that looked like it was going to be the end. Very gross with all the slime and stuff. Well, if you have any recommendations for other things to watch, drop them in the comments. And remember to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching with me. See you next time.